You know, and a lot of times we forget about, you know, the elderly. You know, we forget about, you know, once people get to the nursing home, they're like on a deserted island or something, you know, and you're almost
shame when we make those visits.
Yeah, you almost throw them away. Come on, man, that's your loved one.
Those are supposed to, again, you know, sometimes compulsive, but again, those are supposed to be your golden years between 55 and 75. But when as we've been promoted and the images suggest, and when we see that neglect at these nursing homes, that's again kind of like totally opposite than what we've been told.
And you know, it's no knock to the facilities.
Right.
You know, it's no knock to the facilities.
Those facilities are good because most of them do a great job at making them feel loved, but it's not that love from your son or your daughter.
Yeah. But you know what? You know what I found out? You know what I found out from a lot of that process is it's just like my wife, you know, working at her job. You know, I mean, there's so many people that come back and say, man, I talked to your wife, and
like
man,
you're such a beautiful person.
Man, your wife made me feel so good, man. And you know, and I talked to a lot of ladies that came back and said, yeah, this just making their day. And so many times, you know, just make somebody's day.
Right.
Say something positive to just put a smile on their face, because you never know what the next person's going through.
Like put someone else ahead of yourself for once in your life.
And that's the glitter.
Yeah.
That's the glitter. Like, don't look at, you know, because they don't look so well or they're not doing
me.
Come on, man. You know, and that's ultimately what makes you better. That's what ultimately make your dash better.
Yeah.
That ultimately will make community better. That's what make a nation better.
That's a sacrifice.
Yeah. You know, I talked this morning, I said, and I quoted JFK, and I said, you know, not what you can do for your country, what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. You know, so many times we want the world to stop for us. I mean, ain't nobody trying to do this for me and do that. No, do it for yourself.
Right.
Get out here and be involved. Get connected.
Make your family proud.
Man, make your family proud. You know, I encourage every young person, make somebody proud in your life. You know, I mean, when I look at my niece Tanisha and the things she's doing, you know, and then Chantel, and I look at some of my other people, my other relatives or my nieces and people.
Can't leave out your nephew Jamar.
My nephew Jamar. You know, I mean, he made me proud. You know, when I look at him now, and I see him on school board, you know, and making some change, you know, and being effective. You know,
doing it for the right reasons.
Doing it for the right reasons, you know. And a lot of times we only want to do something because we get the benefit. It's a benefit package. You know, it's something at the end of the road for me.
Right.
You know, and that's why I'm here. You know, no. That ain't what's going to increase that dash. That's not going to increase that dash. That's not what God wants you to do. You know, and a lot of times we got these bumper stickers. What would Christ do? You know, and those type of bumper stickers, you know. But I mean, really making those words mean something. Right. You know, and so I mean, I see a lot. I see our community moving.
Yeah.
I see it. We're not golden or you know, glitter right now, but we're on our way.
We're damaged, but we're not done.
We're damaged, not done, and we're on our way. And I think we got great opportunities around here to be better, and we definitely, you know, us being a leader in the funeral home business and being
don't leave out the whip.
The whip.
Marshawn, Dana, Chris.
Yeah, call them out. You know, those great guys.
I won't get my haircut next week. I have to pay double the price.
You know, I mean, you know, and just connect yourself with good people. You know, I thank the Lord for Al Riggs, and he's running for the petition to run for some stuff with the Park District and some things of that nature, and kind of get back in the saddle. And if it wasn't for those guys with the community collaboration and economic development, and them reaching out a helping hand to a young guy that had nothing but had big dreams, and it was him and Al and Mr. Page and Tom Moore and Mr. Hambrick and J.W. Purtle and those guys.
Tom
you know.
Henderson now helping you out at the age of 87.
Man,
on the corner. Funeral home.
Man, I love Mr. Henderson.
Can't leave him out.
I love Mr. Henderson. He's just such a great guy.
What a blessing.
Oh man, I went over to the coroner's office and I took a picture for him and Miss Rose and Dwayne Dwayne Northrup over there, just great people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, you know, a lot of times, you know, it ain't a racial part on great people.
No, I think
Great
it
people are great
transcends.
people.
Yeah.
You know, and so, you know, a lot of times being African American people, we got to not be racial too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's take that off. Take that off and just treat yourself as being a great person.
Right.
I'm a great person, and I want to connect with great people.
Right.
And so, in saying that, you know, treat everybody for face value.
Right. Be fair.
Be fair. You know, don't look from the outside. Look for the inside. Who good people are. And good people are just good people to me. And I like good people. I connect with good people. And that's what I want to be. I want to be around. Because if we really believe what heaven's supposed to look like, heaven's supposed to be a big choir of good people serving the Lord. Right. And so, I mean, and that's what I want to stand on till we have to lay me down. It's just standing on good principles, good morals, good values, you know, and trying to instill that into other people. And so that I don't get mistaken what glitters, what's glittering, what's shining out there.
Because we're no different. We're of the flesh as well, and I think, you know, in the leadership role you're in, that we need to definitely always concentrate on that.
You know,
because, you know, we don't want to be like Bishop Eddie Long.
You know, but you know, life is a big bag of sins.
Yeah.
It's a big bag of sins out here. And remember, the devil here is kill, steal, destroy. And he's going to cater it to what you like. Just the way you like it.
That flesh.
Yeah. And we're going to feed off of it just the way we like it. Oh, man, you know. And so you have to discipline yourself.
Right.
And sometimes, Bishop will say, sometimes you got to run. Sometimes when you know it's just the way you like it, and it's the things that's going to lead you down this path. You know, I had a brother one time, he said, man, I wear my cross. Yeah. And I put my cross on, because when I put my cross on, it allowed me where I won't have to do some of the things that lead me down that path.
I want to dovetail on that. We always got to be informational. Action step 7, one of your favorites, watch and pray.
Oh, watch and pray. Daily. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do when I touch the floor, after I wash my face and brush my teeth, I start prayer before I leave the house. Because it's not necessarily that you're going to make it back to your house. In the day and the era that we're in right now, and the amount of accidents that's happening, the amount of shootings that's happening.
One a day last week.
You know, the amount of things that's going on, it's not necessarily that you make it back to your family.
You know, it's like,
you know,
I was at the Whip doing some research with you earlier when they compared Champagne to Little Iraq. That just really was alarming, don't you think? How did that touch you?
Man, what it let me know is that we got plenty of work to put in. We got plenty of work to connect with people. You know, I mean, when I look at the different areas in the pockets, and I know
hot pockets.
I'm on some committees with CCAP and with the police department. And when we look at some of these hotspot target areas, I mean, we got Country Brook, and we got the Garden Hills area, and then we have Wade out there in the Dobbins Downs area, things going on. And then, you know, but a lot of times we don't like to connect with those people. They got too many problems. You know what I'm saying? And so,
well, that may not be glitter on the front end, though, Sean.
But it could be. But in actual reality of it is that's what's going to make those members better, even by connecting with those people.
That connection will be more powerful than any other, because that seems to be the most affected area.
You know, how can a good football team be good, but your offense messed up, or your defense messed up, or you don't really care about who the kicker is, or your coach is just a bad coach? It takes a whole team. It takes that whole village. You know, you just can't not ignore one part of the village and think that the whole village is going to be outstanding. You know, we just can't say we got a great University of Illinois. But it's surrounded around the community of the Champaign-Urbana community. It's surrounding communities. It's surrounding communities. Remember that, because we got Muhammad, and we got the Sadors, and we got
the bedroom community.
Yeah, and we got Philo. We got to worry about those people too.
Right.
That's what make us better. Right. That's what make us a great university. So what the university and the rest of the leaders got to see is, hey man, we got to surround ourselves and put our arms around and show these people some love.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody having the motive spirit. What my brother Hub always said, have your motive spirit. When you go into it, stay prayed up, because you don't want nobody to pull you down now. Now don't get me wrong, you know, sometimes some people don't want to go no further. Don't want to get results.
Say you want to go to the top floor, but if they want to check out at the third, we can't get out that way.
We keeping it moving. We keeping it moving.
Keep
You
it
know,
moving.
I believe in no child left behind.
Yeah.
And you know, I
Thank
was
George Bush for that one.
I was in the military. You know, we didn't want to leave no soldier.
Right.
You know, and I still don't want to leave no soldier. We gonna leave you. We gotta keep it rolling, but we gonna leave you some MREs. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to keep on going, because it's the bigger whole.
Yeah.
And I feel that, and I understand that concept, you know. But at the same time, when people need an opportunity, when they know the information, in order to be better, you have to know better. But if you never just ignore the problem over there, and you don't teach the people better and bring the resources right to their doorstep, we do it for census. When we try to get the census to find out who are all in this community, we go door to door.
Register mail.
We send some mail. Okay, well let's go find out who in here got an education. Who the heck in this house?
Right.
Who in here got a mental? Because we got a lot of folks out here got mental issues going on.
Yeah, that's
Because we got a lot of people that haven't they haven't done that baggage.
So they got kicked out of institutions. There is no help anymore.
Well, not necessarily. I ain't necessarily saying crazy.
No.
I'm saying they got the just hang-ups, habits, and hurts.
Yes.
And it became mental, where it's been beating you down over and over and over, and you can't let that thing go.
Can't shake it.
You can't shake it. You know, I mean, we got things. We got people that's still going through things, you know, from childhood, and now they're adults raising kids and still can't shake that thing that they was going through childhood. And we learned that during the BLT sessions when we brought the younger men with the older men, and we had the older men in there, and they was listening to the younger boy's story, and they was crying because they felt that connection, because they still ain't healed from what they was going through as a young man.
Like a generational.
Yeah, and so it's being repetitive, you know, repeated, one cycle after
And
another.
it becomes a vicious cycle.
Exactly. And so we have to, you know, what the Bible said, let's heal the land. And our job is to heal the land as much as we can. Heal the land. You know, I mean, we're in the funeral home business, and ultimately, if you don't get healed, then you die. But we don't want to see you die. We want to see you live. You know, and if subsequently it comes to that point that you do die, you think of Williams Memorial, because we're going to take care of that business, we're going to take care of it right, and treat you like somebody, and with some respect and some morality.
And exceed your expectations.
Exceed it to the utmost.
That's
You know,
guaranteed.
because what we try to do is help folk.